Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making love dip. Now this is a Texas favorite, and chances are if you've been to Texas or if you've lived in Texas, you know exactly what this dip is. But if you don't, let me just tell you, it is named appropriately. The minute you taste it, you're going to fall in love with it. It's so easy, but it's absolutely delicious. Now I'm starting with 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I've let this come to room temperature. And I'm just gonna add a few delicious ingredients, starting with salsa. Now, if you don't want this to be spicy, you can definitely just use tomato sauce, or you can use diced tomatoes, fresh or canned. And I'm using 1/3 of a cup. And now I'm adding a clove of garlic, just a small clove. When you're using raw garlic, you don't want to go too heavy. This is something that can overpower a dish really, really quick. And if you want to use a granulated garlic, then by all means, go right ahead. To easily chop and peel this garlic, I'm going to give it a smash. And look at there, all ready to go. Since we're not cooking this garlic, we don't want a big chunk. Just want nice flavor all throughout our dip. I think that's good. It's going right in. Next, I've got some cilantro. Now for a lot of people, this can kill the dish. You don't have to use cilantro, but I will say it is delicious. And I'm just gonna give this a nice rough chop. And I'm using basically a tablespoon after it's chopped up. Now you can use less, you can use more. That's optional. And that's going right in. Now, to give it some freshness, I've got some lemon. And I'm just going to give this a nice little squeeze. Use maybe 2 teaspoons or a half of a lemon. And I've got some tarragon. Tarragon is definitely an underused herb, but it makes a huge difference in this dip. You can use fresh, you can use dried like I'm using today, and I'm using a half of a teaspoon. Last but not least, I've just got a nice pinch of salt. Now comes the fun part. I'm actually going to mix this together and not stir it. I want all of these ingredients to perfectly blend together, and I want this cream cheese to be nice and fluffy. So I am going to mix this on medium speed for about a minute. Look at this beautiful dip and see how that cream cheese got nice and fluffy. Everything blended together. If you like it a little chunky, you don't have to blend it as long, but the love dip is traditionally just smooth and creamy with just that pretty pop of color. Now, before I go any further, I want to give this a taste. This is traditionally served with tortilla chips or vegetables. You can use some celery and carrots, green beans, whatever it is that you like. Yum, let's see. This is so good, but what's even better is that the longer it sits, the better it's going to get. I'm actually making this for game day. I love football season. It is my favorite time of the year. There's just a little bit of coolness in the air. Football games are playing, Roll Tide, and it's just a fun time. Can't wait to introduce my Alabama friends to our Texas love dip. Gonna garnish it with just a little bit of cilantro. And that is all there is to it. What's not to love, right? I hope you'll make this. I know your peeps are gonna love it, no pun intended. I hope you have a fantastic day. Press that like button, share it with your friends. The more, the merrier. You're a blessing. Now you go be a blessing and share the love. We'll see you next time.